My wife found my diary from 10 years ago where I confessed I would move heaven and earth for a chance to be with my ex again. AITAH? My wife, 30F, and I, 30M, have been married for 4 years, and together for 9. We also have 2 children. However, we've run into a major hurdle now, and my wife seems extremely sad. My wife and I visited my parents' house last month. It has a pretty big attic which also has a closet. I have a lot of fond childhood memories of the attic. That's where I spent a lot of time with my ex too. My wife found a diary inside the closet of the attic. It was my personal diary from many years ago. My wife was very excited to read the diary, and I had nothing to hide, so I told her to go ahead. However, I had completely forgotten what I had written in my diary. For some background, I was deep in love with my ex. We were in a relationship for almost 7 years before she had to move back to her home country of Serbia. When we did break up, we decided not to reach out to each other ever again because my ex wasn't sure she'd ever come back to the US, and we both had a lot of strong feelings for each other. The breakup really hurt, and I wrote a lot of my thoughts in my diary. It had all sorts of love letters, my deep feelings for my ex, how I would do anything to be with her again. A couple of months after I broke up with my ex, I met my wife. She wasn't a rebound, but she also wasn't someone I was super serious about because I still wasn't over my ex. However, after dating my wife for a year, I completely fell in love with her and had all but forgotten about my ex. The issue is that my wife read all those thoughts on my diary, including the timeline, as every entry had a date on top of it. My wife seems very sad now. She thinks she was a rebound for my ex, which I completely disagree with. I have reassured my wife I love her, and that what we did when we're in college shouldn't be taken seriously. I am very worried now because we have a stable life. I love my wife and our children, but my wife just seems a complete shell of herself since reading the diary entries. I have reassured her many times, I've taken her out to eat in fancy places, I've written her love letters, but she still doesn't seem over it. I am worried this minor thing can end our marriage. AITAH?